Hi, my name is Eric. I'm an engineer with National Instruments, and today we're going to look at NI's test solution for the latest WLAN standard, 802.11 AC. Here we have PXI instruments inside this chassis for analyzing and generating RF signals. However, we have a cover on it here in order to simplify the user interface as well as protect the cabling behind it. Back here we could have anything from a MIMO configuration, RF circulators, combiners, switches, and then we provide a nice clean interface for the user. This front panel in particular was designed specifically for mobile device test. It exposes a couple of ports, including the RX, TX, or combined port of RX and TX, to connect to your device under test. Now, National Instruments has software for all kinds of RF standards, such as GPS, Bluetooth, all the different cellular standards, and WLAN. Today we're going to take a look at National Instruments WLAN Toolkit. Let's take a look at the software. Here we see the NI WLAN generation user interface, which is called the soft front panel. We're using this to generate an 802.11 AC waveform at an 80 megahertz bandwidth and an MCS index of 9, which is a 256 QAM data rate. The bandwidth is very important because 802.11n only had 40 megahertz bandwidth, and 802.11 AC has expanded upon that with 80 and 160 megahertz bandwidths. So we're generating that signal on our vector signal generator, looping it back and acquiring it on our vector signal analyzer. Let's take a look at these measurements. Here we see a time domain measurement, a power versus time graph, with EVM of about minus 46 dB. Now this is industry-leading EVM. We also have a measurement time of around minus 40 milliseconds, which is also industry-leading. If I switch over here, I can take a look at the constellation plot, which is a visual representation of my EVM, and showing off the 256 QAM modulation. In addition to these time domain measurements, we can switch over to the frequency domain and take a look at a spectral graph, which shows off the 80 megahertz bandwidth and a 240 megahertz span. The NI 802.11 AC test solution gives you industry-leading performance with an EVM of minus 46 dB, on par if not better than the R&D grade box instruments today. It also gives you the measurement speed that you would expect from a production test system, making the NI 802.11 AC test solution ideally situated for both R&D in the lab and manufacturing test.